Wait a minute. Are you body shaming the United Airlines customer service agent?
No, I'm accurately describing him as he looks. Picture a midget, only gigantic. And this guy's probably 5'7", 5'8". You know, not that anything's wrong with guys who are 5'7", MJ. I'm sorry, but you know.
But listen, but watching the video and watching the United guy step out from, the counter. Listen, you've got the whole United Airlines logo. You got the counters. You got the scales, and this guy is stepping out and he's got his fists up.
Yeah, and he's like doing like the boxing motions, like he's getting ready for a fight. You know what I mean? Like he looks like he's trying to make moves like a professional fighter to start off.
You've seen the video, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's really the video is unbelievable, and numerous places have published the video. It showed up on Twitter, and here's the fact pattern here on the story. Turns out that the passenger is a former NFL player. Now, Andrew, do we have the video link? Did you put the? Do you have the Twitter? Put the original unedited Twitter video up on our website, okay?
Right.
All right. So for those that have not seen it, we'll put the video up at mjmorningshow.com. So you can watch the video. You don't have to go through a news story. We'll put the original Twitter video on mjmorningshow.com so you can find it. And I've been at that counter. I have literally been at Newark Liberty at that exact United counter where this happened. I flew United out of Newark Liberty to London over Christmas time, and I was at that. Was it? No. That was another flight. I was on United. It wasn't the London flight, but I was at that counter. This guy might have checked me in. I don't know.
Do you remember a big midget with no neck and like a bodybuilder upper body and then like twigs for legs?
Here's what we know about this guy. Here's what we know about the passenger as well. Now, the latest is that the United Airlines employee has been fired. So this is breaking news that the fired employee ended up canned because he got into a fight with an ex-NFL player. Now, according to the Daily Mail, they're saying that this is an exclusive. Daily Mail's reporting that the United Airlines employee has been fired for slapping the ex-NFL player, Brendan Langley. And then Brendan Langley punched the guy so hard, he got slammed into the ticket counter and something got knocked over. He falls over onto the baggage conveyor belt. He falls and hits that, then falls on the floor right in front of the baggage conveyor belt. Folks, imagine you're at the airport and the guy with the little United Airlines name tag and his little United Airlines vest and his uniform, he's fighting a passenger right in front of the ticket counter. And that's what happened. Listen, you can see a lot of stuff in Newark, but I never thought I'd see a United Airlines employee in a fight with an actual physical fight with a passenger.
So we need to get word from this Langley guy. What happened to lead up to a fight?
Well, again, the video starts halfway, or I don't know if it's halfway exactly, but the video starts in progress. So the video was not capturing the very beginning of what went south, of what caused the altercation between the United agent at the counter and the passenger. But this is what we know. Daily Mail's reporting that United has fired the employee. And I guess the allegation is that the United employee slapped the passenger first. I don't know what the hell this guy was thinking if that's the case. So the brawl happened at the United Airlines bag drop desk at Newark Airport, happened on Thursday, May 19th. So this happened last Thursday, and the story just started coming out yesterday. Brandon Langley is the passenger, and he was filmed trading blows with this unnamed United Airlines worker. Langley briefly played in the NFL before joining the Calgary Stampeders for one season last year. So he played NFL. I guess he didn't cut it in the NFL. He ends up doing Canadian football for a season. Yeah, and it says one season. So is he not playing Canadian football anymore? He must not be that good. Anyway.
He's pretty good. He's a big man.
He could do some, maybe boxing in his future.
Now, footage of the fight does not show how it began all of what has been released so far shows the worker throwing the first punch. Now, apparently United fired the employee at the bag drop yesterday, but he has not been charged by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, but Langley was. So the ex-NFL, ex-Canadian player, this guy Langley, he was charged with, I guess, simple battery. Now, Langley, I guess this is what started it all. Langley, the passenger, was accused of using a wheelchair to transport his luggage instead of one of those jacked up like $6 or $8 luggage carts. You know the luggage, they're on that track and you got to put your credit card in.
Oh, yeah.
And,
you got to find them and wheel them around. Yes.
Those are ridiculously priced. Even at Tampa International, I think it's $6. I think it's even more at the New York airports. I think it might be more. I needed one coming back on Sunday from LaGuardia because I had to take these giant 50-pound duffels back for the kids, leaving school for the year. So I had my 2 carry-ons. I had a wheelie. The wheelie was completely stuffed with the kids' crap. I brought the wheelie up to New York empty. All my stuff was in my Peak Design backpack for the weekend. And I go back with a full wheelie, which was empty coming up, and then 2 humongous duffels that literally you could fit maybe 2 Festers and 6 or 8 Shorty Shanes in. I mean, these duffels are massive, and they were 50 pounds apiece. And luckily, when I got dropped off at LaGuardia Terminal D, where they're doing construction and it's a mess, and you can't get dropped off right in front of the door, which is a pain in the ass. Luckily, where my taxi dropped me off, somebody had left one of those luggage carts, so I didn't have to pay whatever the fee is. But I think the New York airports charge more than $6. What's the name of that thing? There's an actual name for that
for the cart.
Yeah,
it's like a luggage trolley. I mean,
no. Not there's a brand name for the company.
I can picture it.
Yeah,
it's got the word cart.
Cart. Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is.
Well,
this guy apparently. He didn't want to pay $6 or $8 or whatever they charge at Newark Liberty for the baggage cart out of the machine. So he found a wheelchair. One of those little wheelchairs where those porters are wheeling around passengers. And you'll see those scattered around the airport. So he grabs a wheelchair and rolls up his luggage to the United counter. And I guess the United ticket agent or the bag drop agent didn't like that. And that's what started the issue.
And can we all agree that it's just high tension area where you do the bag drop because you're worried you're going to miss your flight. You're worried that they're going to charge you more because it's going to weigh too much. So everybody's tensions are high regardless. And then this added to it. It's called a smart cart, by the way.
That's it. The smart cart. That's it. That's the brand name of those carts that you got to pay money for. And apparently the passenger pushes the wheelchair with his luggage on it, and the bag drop guy at United said, "Sir, I'm speculating here. The bag guy must have said, hey, sir, you can't use a wheelchair to push your luggage." And there must have been words back and forth. And I don't know what the NFL ex-players said, but that allegedly elicited the United bag drop guy to slap the passenger first. And then that's when it got into a brawl. And, folks, you got to see the video because the ex-NFL guy, this Langley dude, he lands a shot on the guy. He falls over like a little portable metal stand. That whole thing gets knocked over. Then he gets hurled back toward the conveyor belt behind the counter. And then the United guy gets up, and then he puts up his dukes again. And then you can hear the NFL dude say something like, "Oh, you coming back for more?" Hey, Andrew, was there any audio that you could pull? Was there anything like, could you hear you coming back for more, or is it so low that it won't print very well?
It was unintelligible.
All right. I thought I heard on there, "Oh, you want some more?" I think toward the end of the video, after the United guy gets up after he was knocked down.
Isn't there enough security at these airports to not have to throw hands at a customer, regardless of how much he's pissing you off?
I'll tell you what. There was no security because the video that we have, Andrew, how long was the video? The video that the YouTube, not the YouTube, but it's on YouTube, but the original Twitter video, was that thing like a minute long? Do you remember how long it was by any chance?
I think it was it was like less than a minute long.
All right. But again, clearly there was no Port Authority police or no security that was anywhere near this busy United check-in area and bag drop, because this fight went on for some time, and you never see any law enforcement show up at the scene. I love this. Listen to this. The Daily Mail. Hey, do you know, they have this printed in the story. Do you know the United Airlines worker in the video? Email Jen Smith at mailonline.com. So
Yeah, they want to talk to him.
they're soliciting readers to let us know, hey, who's the United guy? But United Airlines has fired the worker for brawling with this passenger at Newark Liberty. Happened last Thursday. The video just started making the rounds yesterday. And, I got to be honest. I've had unbelievably friendly folks at airline ticket counters, and I've also had some really snarky, nasty folks. I've had some rude-ass people. And usually, you know what? I've had rude-ass United folks actually at, Michelle would remember this. We encountered a really nasty, rude woman at United at Newark Liberty. And keep in mind that we don't check much luggage. We hardly check luggage. It's only when, like, the kids are coming back and forth from school and, which will have some heavy duffels. But I, for the most part, when we travel, we don't even need to go to the ticket counter. However, with international travel, a lot of times you do. So with domestic travel, I almost never go to the counter. Just like Sunday night, bringing the kids' duffels back from school, I had to check in bags at Delta at LaGuardia, so I'm at the counter. But 9 times out of 10, or 90% of the time, I am never at the counter. I check in online. I got my boarding pass on my phone. I got my TSA pre-check. Hopefully, the airport has clear with TSA pre-check, and that's smooth sailing. But I try to avoid the ticket counters at all costs. However, if you're traveling internationally, they got to do the passport check, the whole shebang. So if you're traveling internationally, you'll find yourself at the ticket counters. Yeah, Andrew?
No, I've got a 10-second clip there for you if you want to try it.
All right. Is this the one where he says you want more? Is that it?
I could not hear that in the entire clip.
Okay, yeah, because I definitely heard it. All right, roll what you have of the United Brawl. Go.
No, you have it on the button.
Oh, you put it in here. All right, here it is. Listen. I hear a woman is yelling, stop. So you hear someone yelling. Somewhere on the video, see if you can listen toward the end. And I'm pretty sure the passenger who just decked the United guy and he falls over that little stand, like a wheelie, like some kind of metal stand on wheels, I think. That gets knocked over when the guy gets pushed into it. Then he falls down right on the side of the conveyor belt. And
we need the airport to release their security footage. They have every inch of that place on surveillance.
Oh, they should. Absolutely.
You know what we need? We really missed a great opportunity here. Some Chumbawamba. I get knocked down.
Wait a sec. Do I know how to find this? Hold on a minute. I have no idea how to use this computer. Let me see. No, it's not. I have no idea how to use this thing.
A whiskey drink, a vodka drink.
Exactly. All right, so that's the deal at Newark Liberty, and of course the video is going viral.